Hi, this is Monica from Add a Little Dazzle, and in today's video I am going to teach you how to take these beautiful metal embossed poinsettias that we learned how to create a few weeks ago and turn them into dazzling ornaments, so stay tuned. A few weeks ago, I taught you how to make these beautiful metal embossed poinsettia in different colors. And now I'm going to teach you how to take this beautiful, gorgeous poinsettia and create it into an ornament that is perfect to give as a gift this holiday season. To create this project, you're going to need to have a 4.5-inch piece of precious pearl metal sheet, a 4.5-inch piece of red liner sticky sheet, and a 4.5-inch square piece of brushed gold cardstock. And this is going to be the three items that we're going to use to create the base on which we are going to place our metal embossed poinsettia to create a finished look. The first thing I need to do is pull out the circle framelits, and I am going to use this framelit that you see right here. And what I am going to do is I'm going to place my multi-purpose platform completely closed, and I'm going to place a plate on top. Then I'm going to take my 4.5-inch square piece of red liner adhesive sheet, and I'm going to place this framelit on top of it with the blade side down. And then I'm going to place my other cutting plate on top, and I'm going to run this through the Big Shot. Once I've run this through the Big Shot, I am going to end up with a piece that looks like this. And what happens with this is that when you use the framelits, you can cut through the paper side, but it won't cut through the red film side. But that's okay, that's not a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to take my 4.5-inch square piece of brushed gold cardstock, and I'm going to peel the white side. And usually the adhesive would stick on here, and then you would place it there. But in this case, the adhesive stuck to the other side, but that's okay. I'm going to place it right there, rub on it, and peel it off. And there is my circle. As you can see, I now have that circle there, but I don't want it exposed at this point, so I'm going to take that white sheet and place it over the top again. It shouldn't have peeled off, but if it does, this is the easy way to fix it, so that's not a problem. So now that I have this part of the piece ready, I'm going to place it on a closed multi-purpose platform with a plate on top. And I'm going to take this circle framelit with the blade side down, place it on top until I feel it lock in, so that way I'm cutting exactly where I need it to cut. And I'm going to place this on top. And once I've done this, I'm going to go ahead and run this through the Big Shot. And so once you've run it through the Big Shot, you're going to remove this, flip it over, and you're going to see what happens here. The piece just pops out and you have your adhesive on there, and that's what you want. Place the metal circle on top again, the framelit. Place this on top and run this through the Big Shot. I've now run the precious pearl metal sheet piece through the Big Shot, and here is my circle. Then I'm going to take the Pretty Prince embossing folder. I'm going to place the circle in there with the color side facing up, and I'm going to run this through the Big Shot. I have now run this piece through the Big Shot. I do have one recommendation, and that is that when you're running this through the Big Shot, due to the intricate detail of this embossing folder, that you place this sandwich on no tabs. That will make sure that you don't cut through the metal. And so here is my embossed piece. And here is my cardstock with the adhesive here. So now that I have these two pieces complete, I need to peel the white film off of this one and get it right off. Then you're going to take this piece and center it and press down. Now, if you notice that you've gone over a little, that your metal is overhanging on the back, that's not a problem. Just take your scissors and clean it up. And so here is the base on which I'm going to place my Christmas ornament, and this is going to help me create a finished look, and your ornament is going to end up looking like this. I received emails from customers who want to be able to sell these for the holidays and give them as gifts, but their concern was that when you flip the metal over, it has a non-finished look, and they don't want it like that. They want a clean look. And so this allows us to solve that problem. So here's a non-traditional Christmas color, Pucker Me Pink. This is a beautiful color. And again, I've combined it with the background of Precious Pearl, and I'm going to take my garland green. So I cut out this poinsettia in garland green, and now I'm going to separate it into two pieces. So here's one, and then here's another one. Now, there's an important step that I discovered when doing this, because I am going to add some texture to the background using gold pigment ink. But I don't want to do that right now, because if I do, and once I apply this with hot glue, because I've created this barrier between the metal and both pieces of metal, the hot glue will not stick and it'll lift right off. So you don't want to add gold pigment ink yet. And so what you're going to do right now is just kind of figure out where you want to position your flowers. Your petals. And so what you can do is go ahead and ink these up. And you can either use the silver pigment ink or the gold. I did a combination and it looks really pretty. And in order to give me control, I'm using my sponge dauber. Just placing it right there. And just going over it lightly. Just to define the veins on the leaves, and then you can go into your silver and just go over it too, and that combined look looks really pretty. And so there are your leaves. Now you're also going to need to take some of our 1/8 inch silver ribbon that is available in the Stampin' Up! Holiday catalog. And you're just going to cut a piece as long or as short as you want. And so what I'm going to do now that I've determined where I want everything, like that. So I'm going to have my poinsettia position like that. So I'm just going to move it over for a second. And I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to create this hoop. And this is going to be where I'm going to hang my ornament from. So I'm going to begin by placing some hot glue right there. And placing the ribbon right in there, and because it's still cold I can reposition it so that I get it exactly how I want it to look for my ornament. And then I'm going to go around and add some additional hot glue. In the center, as this is where my poinsettia is going to be attached. And we do have a video to teach you how to create the poinsettia. Just look at this date, the video on this date right here, and you can get the instructional video for that part. And so now I'm just going to determine where I want it to go, press down. I still have time to reposition that hoop exactly where I want it, over here. Then I'm going to take my first leaf piece and I'm going to place some hot glue right here. And I'm just going to carefully lift right here and insert the leaves. And you can always bend the metal with your fingers to get it exactly how you want the leaves, and I did that right there, and just press down and the hot glue will dry there. Then you're going to play around here and determine where you want these leaves. And if you can't go all the way down, you can always cut down some here because that's not going to show. So then I'm going to get some hot glue, place some on there. And if you have any of those strays from the hot glue, don't worry, once everything is dried, you can clean it up. And so the same thing here, I'm just going to trim it down some. Place some more hot glue there. And place my leaf right there. And so now I've created a beautiful ornament, but I want to clean up these little tails here. And you can make them as long or as short as you want. And so now that I've done that, now I can go in with my gold pigment ink and my sponge dauber and give some definition to the wording on the back of the ornament. But like I said, you didn't want to do that before because you don't want any of that pigment ink coming in contact in between the metals, as it won't adhere then. So you could just lift it carefully and just go over the edges, because that's really the only place that you need it. And then if you want, then you go over the edges to create a more finished look. And so once you've done that, then come back in and fix the poinsettia leaves, pop them out, and give it the shape you want. And you can easily shape it with your hand exactly how you want. And the beautiful thing is that because this is on a sturdy background, you have a nice finished look, and your metal is protected from any damage. And here's a beautiful Christmas ornament that you can create and even teach your customers how to make in a beautiful non-traditional color. Here, this one, like I said, is Pucker Me Pink. Let me show you. This is Baby Blue. And if you like the traditional, then here we have the beautiful Scarlet Red. And all of these can be created just in time for the holidays in any color you choose. We have 19 out of little Dazzle metal sheet colors to choose from, and I invite you to check them out at www.adamandeve.com. addalittledazzle.com/shop-now and check out our special deal that we have with our extended sale during Labor Day week 2013. You can get the Precious Pearl, the Garland Green metal sheets on sale at a discounted price, and you can pick any color for your poinsettia. We also offer bulk buy, which offers you the best deal on your metal sheet prices. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at monica@addalittledazzle.com, and make sure to come back tomorrow as I teach you how to make a beautiful gift box in which to package these poinsettia ornaments just in time for the holidays. Thanks, and have a dazzling day.